I just want to come on here after honestly a little while and just say that I am very tired of being consistently distracted from the things that keep me productive and the things that honestly better my life. This video is a prime example of the distraction that I'm talking about here. I find myself a lot sometimes where I will wake up in the morning unsure what to do with myself, especially recently because I was sick just a couple days ago, and I spent like the full 2 to 3 days of being sick just scrolling through my phone. And it's not like I could really bring myself to get up and do anything else because I was in a lot of pain and I was throwing up and I couldn't focus my mind on anything. But at the same time, I'm kind of questioning right now why scrolling through social media was the only thing I could possibly think to do for myself other than sleep. And even coming out of the illness, out of feeling unwell, I still find myself scrolling through my feed, just filling my day with noise that I don't even like or appreciate, just for the sake of filling my day with noise. And coming on here and talking about it more, I'm so confused as to why I keep doing it. I've taken breaks off of social media before and they have been amazing for me, yet I still find myself going on and just scrolling through and consuming and consuming and consuming and never creating, never doing anything with that time other than wasting it. And there's just so many other things too, and it's not just social media, but social media is a giant one. And actually, let's stay on the topic of social media. It's such a giant disconnect from reality. It really is. Just for example, one thing people look to social media and think of a lot is like how you'll find relationship advice there, and how you'll find videos of cheaters getting caught, and how you'll find like videos of, oh, if your girl's going to college, if your boyfriend's going to college, your relationship's cooked, right? And it's just that constant feeding. It's feeding that terrible mentality in your mind. So for example, if you're in a relationship, it just keeps, honestly, it kind of just, it puts you in this state of fear all the time. Like, oh, this happened on social media. I mean, I watched this guy's girlfriend went to college and instantly she just got ran through by a bunch of dudes in her first 3 weeks there. It's terrible. My girlfriend's going to college. That's gonna happen to my girlfriend. And it gets to a point where you start to consume so much of what you keep watching that it just becomes the standard in your head. So if your significant other starts talking about, hey, like, I'm headed to college now, or blah blah blah, right, and you guys aren't really going to see each other as much as you usually did because you both weren't in school yet, now you're sitting here distrustful of your partner for no apparent reason and with no solid evidence to even be distrustful, and you're sitting here scared, filled with anxiety, filled with stress, all because of social media. It just plucks at your emotions and it just toys with them, gives you more and more and more of just honestly anything you want. And I don't think we really realize that we start to condition ourselves to want more drama, to want more fear, to want more stress, because it's just constant. You can just scroll for more and more and more. And it'll tug your emotions this way, tug your emotions that way. It'll make you happy, make you sad, make you angry even. But it's just constant and constant and constant. And you ever realize how after you stop scrolling, how when you finally put the phone down and you sit there for like 5 minutes and just think, mentally you're just exhausted. You're all over the place. Your mind is on all different places. But you want to know something? Guess what? I'll bet you my entire bank account you can't remember 5 of the reels you watched out of that entire maybe 2-hour scrolling session, because I know I never have whenever I get on those little sessions, right? And I know every single time that I get out of it, I am always so unbelievably disappointed in myself, and I am angry, and I wish I did something better with that time. And so, you know, it just makes me, it infuriates me sometimes that I get so distracted, and I'm so tired of getting distracted. You know, I mean, I can delete Instagram, I can get off of it, I can get an app to lock Instagram, but unless, like, my phone is going to explode if I open up Instagram, I feel like eventually I'm going to open it up again. And at the end of the day, it just falls down to my discipline, and it falls down to self-control. And this isn't even just in regards to Instagram, it's just so many other things. You know, for example, for me, and for a lot of other people it might be different, music is very different for other people, but for me, sometimes I would slap on my headphones and I would listen to music for hours on end just to distract myself from thoughts that I didn't want to think, because I was too scared to think them, I was too stressed to think them, and I feared for the fact that they were going to make me sad, these thoughts. And honestly, they were thoughts that I needed to confront, that I needed to process, that I needed to think. I couldn't just keep filling my head with noise to distract from it. But that's what I did on a continuous basis. And a lot of the time now I find myself slapping on my headphones, and I don't want to hear any of it anymore. I still like to listen to music when I work out, but just on a day-to-day basis, even when I'm studying or when I'm doing an assignment, or if I'm just chilling, right? I don't like listening to music anymore, at least, because I like to think. And I mean, too much thought is kind of bad, but I like to hear myself think. I like to hear my thoughts, and I like to piece them together slowly and make something of them as I'm, say, walking back home from school, or if I'm out walking my dog, or if I'm outside just taking a walk on my own. I like to hear my thoughts. I like being undistracted. I like to have my undivided attention on something. And even tonight, I took the liberty to just really hold myself back from clicking on Instagram, to clicking onto social media. And I decided, okay, I'm going to do something productive with myself. So I decided to do the dishes, I decided to clean the kitchen, I finished up the rest of my laundry, I finally cleaned my bed, you know, I finally took my dog out for a walk. And you know, if I had been sitting, laying on my dirty bed at the time when it was dirty, just scrolling, I mean, I don't even know if I'd be here recording this video like I've been wanting to now, because I would have probably been laying on my bed after putting my phone down after 2.5 hours of scrolling, and I would have been extremely upset with myself, and I would have been so frustrated about how I just turned my day into a complete waste. Now, honestly, I don't even know how to properly word this. I think all in all, I am just so upset and frustrated with the fact that I just get pulled away from my life so easily by an app on my phone, by videos that a feed tailored to my own addiction, to its app, keeps giving me more and more and more to keep me hooked. And it's gotten to the point sometimes where I want to check on certain accounts, or I want to check on certain stories, or I want to check on certain posts, and it's like, man, why can't I just let go of that? And I know I can. Hence the purpose of this video, where I'm talking about my own emotions and feelings regarding it. I even find myself on YouTube. I will click on a video and I'll just scroll through the thumbnails and the titles to see what will catch my attention next, and I want to save the video for right after the video I'm watching, and sometimes I won't even finish the video I'm watching and click right on to the next one, and the cycle will repeat itself. And saying that out loud now, I'm really realizing I am truly distracted. I am very distracted, and I think I just finally want to stop. To just stop. I know there's not a whole lot of you who watch these videos, at least not yet. But to those who do, and to those who, kind of listen through and kind of listen up to this point, and even my friends who watch this, just put the phone down, man. It's such a cliche that you see even on social media, for people telling you to put the phone down. It's funny. The self-help for getting rid of social media is a part of keeping you hooked to social media. It's crazy, bro. It's just in a complete cycle, and it really truly falls down to just you, and to your own discipline and your own ability to not click on the app, to not reinstall the app. Just put the phone down. A lot of people say get a flip phone, blah blah blah. You don't need to do that. The way I have always seen it is that I want to be able to have enough discipline to just see the app and just not click on it. Just not have to want to click on it, not have to want to check it. Because in all honesty, it's pretty useful to have a smartphone rather than a little Nokia, right? I like having the internet. I like having a relatively easier way to get to my contacts and such. There's a bunch of other utilities that I like having on my phone. And not that I can't live without it, but like I said, it's a nice utility to have. It's a nice tool. And at the end of the day, too, I want to be able to take pride in myself, to have enough discipline to not be so addicted. Kind of soft on the asterisk there, because I think I am addicted, and I think a lot of us are addicted, and we don't accept it. I mean, I know I haven't accepted it for a while, probably up until now on this video where I'm sharing my thoughts and feelings on being so distracted. And man, like, again, I don't think I would have came to make this video if I had just stayed looking around on my phone. And it doesn't even need to be constant scrolling. Like, it's just looking at stuff, man. It's just stimulating your brain more and more and more. And honestly, it just stresses you out so much. I guess the main point of this video is that I want people who are watching this, I want the message to be, and I want this to serve as a message to myself, I want the message to be to just, if you catch yourself getting back into that cycle of scrolling, being pulled in, just like pause for a second, be like, okay, literally what else can I do other than this that will be at least a little bit productive and at least a little bit beneficial to my present life right now, that isn't rotting my brain away and continuously consuming and not creating and not stimulating my mind with something actually practical, or actually something that, how do I word it? Something that contributes to your own self-improvement, even if it's tiny. You know what I mean? Just put it down. And I hate being distracted so much, yet I do it every day. And I haven't faced it up until now, until recording this video and talking about it. And it makes me so angry just at myself. So yeah, put the mobile device down, start creating more, stop consuming and not creating. Yeah, more on the way soon. I have a lot of ideas now that I am at least trying not to be distracted anymore. So to those who see this, to those who watch the whole thing through, do with this what you will, and I hope you have an amazing night, day, or morning.